Good evening, folks. Hope you're well. Currently wearing my King Turtle. Haven't worn it in a long time. Great watch, absolutely great watch. And I don't know, I might look up some new bracelets for it, maybe. Alright, so as the title suggests, if you're having problems with your Tudor 1926, as I have, I found a solution. It took a while. I got in touch with a firm called Uncle Bracelets. They're a company that I've bought from before. I find them to be very approachable, likable, professional, and generally speaking, I've always had a good experience. I bought a engineer bracelet from them for my King Samurai, the Seiko King Samurai, which worked very, very well. I found it to be extremely well made. So I reached out to them a few months ago and I said, look, I've got a Tudor 1926. They do Tudor half links for a variety of Tudor bracelets. I told them I've got a Tudor 1926 Luna and I can't get a comfortable fit. It's either much, much too loose and it hangs off my wrist, or it's too snug. Now, the weird thing is that on the wrist, it feels, when I fit it, it felt okay. I guess when you warm up, you expand a bit and it gets a bit tighter, a bit too snug. But even when it wasn't too snug, after a short while of wearing it, it would make my bottom two fingers go numb, especially my small finger, which obviously I couldn't live with that. So I ended up putting a link back in, and obviously that made it far too loose, but that was the only way I could wear it. So I said to them simply, will you be doing a half link for this watch? Lots of people must be having a similar problem of being in between two sizes. They said that actually, funnily enough, they were in the middle of machining for a half link, and I was over the moon about it. I really felt vindicated a little bit that I wasn't the only one. And they said it would be ready in about a month. This was about 4 or 5 months ago. And a month came and went. I got in touch with them again, and they said, yeah, it's you know, these things go. It's going to be a few weeks. Anyway, lo and behold, a couple of weeks ago, I got an email. I actually even said, can I reserve one for when they're ready? Because I didn't want to risk, them getting sold out, because I imagined loads of people having the same problem. And he said, don't worry, we're making loads of them. There'll be plenty for everybody. You'll get an update. If you're subscribed, you'll get an update. I am subscribed. I got the update a couple of weeks ago. I went straight over to the website. I think I must have burned the rubber soles of my shoes, the haste that I put to getting to their website. I ordered 2 just in case. I didn't want to risk, not for some reason, I don't know, maybe one wasn't quite right, or I lost one, or I don't know. But the truth of the matter is, in the end, it was a good job that I did order 2. There's the link. So what they've done is, it's a 1.5 link. So obviously doing a half link would make it extremely small, and it probably wouldn't last. So I actually was thinking about how they were going to deal with that. So very cleverly, they've done 1.5 links. So you take out a link, or you take out 2 links, you put in 1.5, so you've removed half a link. If you want to put back half a link, you take out 1 link and you put in 1.5 links, so you've added half a link. I played around with it. In the end, believe it or not, I took out 2 links from both sides and put in the 1.5 links in both sides, and that's the closest fit that I've gotten, and that seems to be the one that works the best for me. So I have no connection with Uncle Straps other than being a customer. I'm not on any commission, I'm not on any royalties or anything like that. But they're not expensive, they're like $22, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but in the 20s. Get 2. If you have the same problem as me, if you're a similar kind of size issue, you might find that you need 2, and it's just a worthwhile investment. So that's what I did. It worked. I hope it works for you. Good luck with it. Catch you on the next one.